Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Accept your own beauty. You are beautiful no matter what your mind tells you. That is a fact. If you are aware of your own beauty and accept your own beauty, the opinions of others doesn't affect you at all. Market boys, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 10, Nasdaq up 7, S&P's up 2.5, gold contract up $4.40, trading at $1,620 an ounce. Silver flat at $28.15 an ounce. Copper flat at $3.42 a pound. Light sweet crude $93.54 a barrel. Bonds $148.04. King dollar up 24 ticks at 82.68. We had some price spread out there today. We'll get back to the good old King dollar in 1 second. Euro down 67 ticks, trading at 122.98. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. This is what you have. So we got to a price point today at 14.05, closed at 14.02. You're at highs, and guess what? We did 555 million. So check it out. 555 today, 637 yesterday, 727 Tuesday, and 642 on Monday. Absolutely no juice whatsoever, folks. Okay, you know, these highs, can the 14.15 get tagged? Yeah, it can. I don't see the 14.22 getting tagged. That's on your S&Ps. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. This is what we have with the Dow. Dow Industrials, we're at 13,165. Now, what this did, it can't handle the highs. That's the bottom line. It's pushing into them, dramatically lighter volume, actually more than 50% lighter volume. You know, so we'll see what can happen on a Friday, particularly because what the market has done is that when the market wants to run, it runs on a Friday. So my take on it is that, yeah, no, it's not going to go to the high. The reason being, folks, is that when you have half the amount of volume going into it, it doesn't have the juice. It just doesn't have the conviction. Nasdaq up $7 today. Nasdaq did 1.6 billion. Okay. Bottom line is that this is what you have. The 1.6 billion. 1.8 yesterday, 1.9 the day before, 1.5 the day before. We should be doing, if the NASDAQ if the NASDAQ could get into its swing high of 3,085, which is not that much higher, but bottom line, I don't see it. The reason I don't see it is why? Is because what you have is that you came down on 2.4, 2.5 billion. Now, the Russell 2000, that is absolutely the weakest out here. Russell 2000 today, sideways move, up $2. You know, if we go look at the IWM, there she goes. Okay, so what you'll see inside the IWM is this. We did 22 million shares today. That was going into Tuesday, which was 50 million. That was going into, what is going into here, folks, is 101 million on the way down. Just can't handle it. If we go look at the 3 Qs, we take a look at the 3 Qs, this is what you have. Inside the 3 Qs, we did 20 million. That 20 million is coming into 69 million and coming into 107 million. We look at the SPYs, what you have inside the SPYs, this is SPY, so this is what we have inside the SPY. The SPY today, we did 85 million. That sheet's going into 235 million. So, bottom line is that, you know, can the SPY go tag, the SPY tag the 140, 166? Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about that. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Now, this is Zynga, folks, have been having a problem period stock-wise, okay? But what you have here is pretty incredible. So I just came across the tape that Zynga, the biggest maker of games, played on Facebook website, doled out equity grants to all full-time employees after the earnings shortfall caused the company's shares to tank. It's going to be interesting how many they pushed out, because this is saying that they had the 77,384 options outstanding with the weighted average of 76 cents. Well, 77,000 is nothing. That's not a big thing. It really depends on how many more do they push out. ZNGA, because of course what ends up happening is that Zynga's at $3. This is an equity that went straight down after the IPO from $14 to $3, and it doesn't look to me like there's anything there whatsoever. Let's take a look at some of the large caps out here. We had IBM was down 61 cents today. Big Mac was off 38. JP Morgan Chase was off 24. We had Marvell down 20. Walmart was down 46. Some of the most traded stocks today, even though it wasn't high volume, we had Bank of America was up 5 cents. We had Microsoft was up 17. Chesapeake Energy was up 46. News Corporation was down 5. We had Alpha Resources was up 9 cents. Now, gold contract, GCZ2. So, inside gold, what do we have happening? Inside gold, folks, we did 64,000 contracts today. What has happened is this. This consolidation has been going on since May 7th. Each time that it gets up to approximately the 1640 mark, it can't handle the high price. We're at 1620 right now. What it looks like is that it's going to try to make a run once again up to that 1633, 1640. We'll see whether we get the wide price spread. You get the wide price spread, then we get action. Now, what has also happened is that it can't break it down. In order to break 1550, it's going to be tough. It's gone down there and tested it 4 separate times, and each time on the way down, what ends up happening? Well, volume contracts. Dollar, King Dollar. Let's go look at King Dollar. Now, King Dollar out here today had some price spread going with it. We did 17,000 contracts. You closed at 82.65. And what that does, that basically, that gets her inside the higher range. So King Dollar, folks, King Dollar wants to make that run for the 83.61 level, and we'll see what kind of juice she has with it. She's going to need more than 17,000 contracts. When she came back down to the bottom and tested the bottom of the consolidation that she's been in, it was a beautiful test. I mean, you're talking about coming down with 16,000 contracts going into 40,000. Now what you have, however, is that as you're coming back up the other side, you need that expansion to go out into that 40,000 level in order to break the highs with conviction. Now, bonds. Okay, so in bonds today, this session closed at 148.04. We got down to 147.10, and the number is the original, not the original breakout, but when we broke topside within this consolidation on May 30th, that was 146.29. So the rejected lower price today, had lighter volume on the rejection. What that says is that, okay, now let's see whether it can bust topside once again. And we'll see if, in fact, that can get going up to the top side. We take a look at the European markets. What we had today is that FTSE in London, she was flat out here. No juice whatsoever. Same kind of setup as that we have in the S&P. The DAX in Germany. We take a look at the DAX. What the DAX has done is she is also flat, 69.64. Bottom line is that it's not backing away on price either. What does happen, folks, is that when you get next to a swing point and you don't back away on price, it's going to get interesting. Okay, so check this out. The DAX today actually had an acceleration of volume. That's going to get interesting tomorrow morning. Okay, so check this out. The last 2 days in the DAX, well, we did on Monday, we did 118 million. Tuesday, 132. Wednesday, 130, 121. Today we did 169. Now, this is a heads up, big time. So we're at 69.64. That's saying that DAX is going to run tomorrow for this 7,081 level. It's going to get interesting here. See, what the DAX wants to do, the DAX does want to go tag. Yeah, the DAX wants to go tag the 7142, So the DAX has volume. There's divergence, no doubt. DAX has volume. FTSE doesn't. We don't. But that DAX move is going to be important. It's Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.